In this video, we'll take a look at how you can set up interval workouts using your Garmin Instinct. Now we're going to use the run activity. This is the most common feature that you see with this. You can also have the interval option on the cardio activity if you're doing like high intensity training. So let's get started here. We're going to press the GPS button and we're going to scroll through our favorites and we're going to find the run right here. Press GPS. Now before we hit the GPS to actually start our activity, we're going to press the up button here, or the menu button, to get to our options, and we're going to scroll down to training. And what we're going to do here, we're going to select the interval. And before we dive in here, we're going to scroll through the options. So obviously once we have our interval settings set up, we can actually do the workout. We're going to edit. So now we have a bunch of options. Let's scroll through the options here. We have our interval types, our rest, we have a repeat or a lapse or a loop or whatever you want to call it, options to do a warm-up or option to do a cool down. Let's go back up to options and see what kind of types we have. So here it's set for the open type, and we're going to press on the GPS button and we can see what the other option we have. We have distance, and when we select distance, we have a default distance of 400 meters. And what else we got? Let's change type here to time. If we want to do 10 and 1 intervals, for example. We have duration of 5 minutes. And from here, we can adjust the minutes. And if we're doing time, we might have a little rest. We can select here and change this from the default 1:30 minute to 1 minute if you're doing 10 and 1s, or if you want to do a specific distance, you actually go back into the type and swap it to distance. Or if you want to have it open, meaning that your rest period is as long as you want it to be until you hit the back button again, and then you loop back into your interval. So you can also have that option here. So we're going to keep it as it is. We have this set up for a 5-minute run, 1.5 minute walk or rest. And we're going to repeat that 5 times. We don't have a warm-up and we don't have a cool down. So once those settings are set, for example, we go back and let's go back to the beginning. If this is the first time you would do workout, but let's say for next time that you're going to do a run activity with the same interval parameters, all you have to do is hit the GPS button, go find your run activity like this, and then go back up to your menu options, get down to training, and then you go down to intervals, and then if it's the same thing, do workout. And now once you're ready to start the activity, press the GPS button again to actually start your interval workout. Once you're done, hit the GPS button again to stop, wait a few seconds, get your option to either resume, save, resume later, do a manual lap, back to start if you're navigating, or you can discard. Here I'm going to discard. And there you go. That is basically how you set up and do an interval workout on your Garmin Instinct.